Welcome to Master Your Money, a channel that empowers you to take control of your finances and unlock your income potential.
Let's talk about personal finance. I know, the topic can feel, well, a little overwhelming, right? But what if I told you that mastering the basics isn't nearly as complicated as it seems? In the next few minutes, we're going to unpack the simple, powerful steps you can take to finally feel in control of your money. So let's jump in.
Wow. This quote, it really hits home, doesn't it? It's that feeling of working your tail off, but just spinning your wheels. You know there's a better way. You know financial freedom is a real thing, but it's like, where do you even start? If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are in exactly the right place.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? When you're faced with a mountain of advice and a million different opinions, just taking that first step can feel impossible. But here's the good news. There is a clear path, and we are going to walk it together step by step.
All right, so the very first thing we have to do is tackle the biggest barrier out there. I like to call it the financial fog. It's that cloud of confusion filled with jargon and complex terms that stops so many of us dead in our tracks.
And this is what that fog looks like in the real world. Just a wall of letters and weird phrases. It feels intimidating, but it's not. A 401k? That's just a fancy name for a retirement savings plan you get at work. A high-yield savings account? That just stands for a high-yield savings account, an account that pays you way more interest. See? Once you have the translator, the fog starts to clear. Our whole goal today is to give you that translator for good.
So, how do you cut through all that fog? You use facts, cold, hard numbers. Instead of getting bogged down by a dozen different things, we're going to focus on the few key numbers that really matter, starting with maybe the most important 3-digit number in your entire financial life.
And that's your credit score. Yeah, it's basically your financial report card. It's just a number between 300 and 850 that shows lenders how responsible you are with money. A high score? That's your golden ticket to lower interest rates on, well, everything. We're talking car loans, mortgages. It can literally save you thousands and thousands of dollars. The U.S. average is about 718, so that gives you a good target to aim for.
And look, this score isn't some big secret code. Check out this chart. The biggest slice of the pie, a whopping 35%, is just your payment history. So if you take away just one thing from this, let it be this. The most powerful thing you can do for your credit is to just pay your bills on time. Every single time. That's it.
Okay, once you've got a handle on your numbers, the next step is to actually tell them where to go. And that brings us to mastering your cash flow. I know, the B word, budgeting. It makes people cringe. But I want you to stop thinking of it as a restriction. It's not. It's a plan. You're telling your money where to go instead of wondering where the heck it all went.
You know, most people budget by just looking at what they spent last month, but there's a much more powerful way to do it, zero-based budgeting. The idea is dead simple. Every single month, you start from scratch, and every dollar that comes in gets a job to do, whether that's paying rent, buying groceries, or going into savings. Your income minus all those jobs should equal exactly zero. It forces you to be intentional with every single penny.
Okay, let's talk about the big one. For so many of us, this is the final boss, debt. High-interest debt, like from credit cards, can feel like you're trying to swim with an anchor tied to your leg. But here's the thing. There are proven strategies to cut that rope for good.
So you've got two main battle plans here. First is the debt snowball. Think of it as a series of small victories. You knock out your smallest debts first, which gives you these quick wins that build momentum. It's all about that psychological boost. Then you have the debt avalanche. This one is pure math. You attack the debt with the highest, most painful interest rate first. That's the one that's going to save you the most money in the long run. There's no right answer. The best plan is simply the one you'll actually follow.
So, once you've got your defense locked down, you know your numbers, you're directing your cash, you're attacking your debt, now we get to the fun part. We get to play offense. This is where we shift from just managing your money to actively building your wealth.
First things first, you have to make sure your savings are actually working for you. If your money is just sitting in a regular old savings account, you are literally leaving free money on the table. A high-yield savings account, or HYSA, can pay you more than 10 times the interest. I mean, just look at this. On 10 grand, that's the difference between earning $40 a year and $500 a year. That's an extra $460 for doing absolutely nothing but picking the right account.
And when we're talking about long-term goals like retirement, The name of the game is using tax-advantaged accounts. You know, things like a 401k or an IRA. Seriously, think of these as a greenhouse for your money. They protect it from the tax weather outside and let it grow bigger and faster over time.
But here's the thing. Your most powerful wealth-building tool, it isn't some secret stock tip or a fancy algorithm. It's something you already have. It's time. This chart shows the absolute magic of compound interest. After 15 years of saving, you could have over $160,000. But if you just wait another 10 years, it can more than double. That's your money having babies that then have more babies. The earlier you start, the more heavy lifting time does for you.
Okay, so we've got the whole game plan, right? Know your numbers, direct your cash flow, conquer your debt, and build your wealth. But the best plan on earth doesn't mean a thing if you don't stick to it. So what's the secret? What's the ultimate hack? It's taking your own flawed human willpower completely out of the equation. You automate everything.
This right here, this is how you build a financial machine that runs itself. You set it up once and it just works. The moment your paycheck lands, boom, the system kicks in. Money gets automatically fired off to your savings, to your retirement, and to pay your bills. It ensures you pay yourself first and your bills get paid. No willpower required.
Look, getting control of your money isn't about some massive, life-altering decision you make once. It's about a bunch of small, smart choices that you make automatic. You have the map now. The only question left is, what's your very first move? What's the one thing you can set on autopilot this week, right now, to start building that future you want?